Challenge of the Dallas Stars tonight.
Very good team, deep team. They don't give a whole lot up. They're solid all around. Goaltending's good, and Heiskanen and Harley on the back end are very good skaters and transport the puck up the ice. And I said they're a tough opponent.
What would you expect out of your own group? You guys don't really lose too many in a row. You've lost 2 in a row.
Yeah.
What do you expect out of your guys?
Well, just a more complete game, I think. I thought like last game, I think we were pretty solid defensively, but we didn't create enough offensively, power play included. So just we need to put it all together tonight. But at the same time, they're a stingy team, so you got to take what they give you, and we can't open it up. And we don't want to play that way either. We just need a real good, solid hockey game for 60 minutes tonight. We need everybody. We can't have any passengers tonight.
New line mate for Austin and Mitch tonight. What are you looking for from them?
He just brings energy to that line, I think, more than anything. Size, compete. Pretty simple game, obviously, but he's going to be at the net. He's going to forecheck for him, and he's going to get in there and create loose pucks and things like that. So just to add a little energy to that line.
You mentioned he's a little nervous in that spot because he hasn't really.
What's that?
Lorenz mentioned that he's a bit nervous just because he's never really played in that spot before. Do you say anything to him in that type of situation?
Keep it simple. That's what I say to him. He doesn't need to change his game. He just needs to do what he does. And, Matthews and Marner, they'll do what they do. I don't think he needs to try to force pucks and trying to find them and things like that. Just keep playing your game and do your thing. It's just, sometimes when you put a worker with 2 skilled players like that, just a guy that's going to, meat and potatoes guy, go to the net, hound pucks, create loose pucks battles for these guys. Sometimes they need that.
To create a spark for that line?
Just to try to help them a little bit and just try to create some energy on that line, That's why I did it.
Saw Kelly Yarncroc around, a bit of a forgotten
man
this season. Is there an update on his timeline?
Well, timeline, that's a tough one still, I think. He's a ways away, but he's progressing in the right direction. Kind of skating a little bit now, which is a good sign. So, we'll see how it goes here, I'd say in the next 2 weeks, and then we'd have more definitive timeline.
After the game in Raleigh, Joseph came out and he took ownership. He said, the difference in the game is their goalie outplayed me. Obviously, the other guys have said it's a team game, but do you like that the goalie is...
Oh, I do like that. I like anybody that takes ownership of themselves and the team and things like that. That's important. And, he wants to be better, and just like the whole team wanted to be better that night, like we didn't play a good enough hockey game to be successful.
Craig, you're halfway through the year. What do you know of your team that maybe you didn't know when you first arrived here?
I think just the professionalism of the players. I think they're real good pros here, work extremely hard on and off the ice, very prepared, and great to work with. I mean, the relationships I have with all the guys has been really good. So, but I think more than anything, it's just, you see some high-end talented players, and you wonder, how they approach it. But they're very serious about their game and the team and how they approach things. They work extremely hard.
Kris Versteeg and Francois Beauchemin to Los Angeles Kings, possible deal with Toronto Maple Leafs. In an interesting twist in the NHL trade market, new rumors are emerging about Kris Versteeg and Francois Beauchemin potentially being traded to the Los Angeles Kings. Sources indicate that the Kings, who have been one of the most active teams in recent weeks, are evaluating the possibility of bolstering their defense with Beauchemin, while Versteeg, who brings strong offensive capabilities, could be a key piece in a larger trade. This move becomes even more intriguing considering the Kings' surplus of offensive pieces available for trade, exactly what the Toronto Maple Leafs are looking for to strengthen their roster. It's speculated that with Versteeg included in the deal, the Leafs could be targeting a possible addition like Wayne Simmonds, along with a mid-range draft pick. This move makes sense given Simmonds' struggles this season, as he has yet to find his top form on the ice. To add more drama to the trade talk, there are even whispers that veteran defenseman Tomas Kaberle could be included, opening the door for a potential pursuit of Brayden Schenn. If completed, this move could have a significant impact on reshaping the Leafs lines and adding more depth to the team. Stay tuned for updates to see if these trades come to fruition and how they might shape the future of Toronto and Los Angeles this season. In an interesting twist in the NHL trade market, new rumors are emerging about Chris Versteeg and Francois Beauchemin potentially being traded to the Los Angeles Kings. Sources indicate that the Kings, who have been one of the most active teams in recent weeks, are evaluating the possibility of bolstering their defense with Beauchemin, while Versteeg, who brings strong offensive capabilities, could be a key piece in a larger trade. This move becomes even more intriguing considering the Kings' surplus of offensive pieces available for trade, exactly what the Toronto Maple Leafs are looking for to strengthen their roster. It's speculated that with Versteeg included in the deal, the Leafs could be targeting a possible addition like Wayne Simmonds, along with a mid-range draft pick. This move makes sense given Simmonds' struggles this season, as he has yet to find his top form on the ice. To add more drama to the trade talk, there are even whispers that veteran defenseman Tomas Kaberle could be included, opening the door for a potential pursuit of Brayden Schenn. If completed, this move could have a significant impact on reshaping the Leafs lines and adding more depth to the team. The Kings' situation is complex, as they are in the midst of a transitional period. Their aging roster, which includes a core group that led them to several successful playoff campaigns in the past, has seen some struggles in recent seasons. While there's a clear need for defensive help, Los Angeles may also want to improve their offensive consistency in order to make a deep playoff push. The combination of Beauchemin's defensive reliability and Versteeg's offensive upside could help the Kings balance their lineup. From the Leafs' perspective, this potential deal is about retooling for the future. The team is in a position to compete, but they also need to solidify certain areas on the ice. Adding a player like Wayne Simmonds could provide the grit and scoring touch that the team has been missing. Furthermore, acquiring a mid-range draft pick could help with future team-building efforts, as Toronto looks to remain competitive while still developing young talent. The inclusion of Kaberle in the trade package could be a strategic move for both teams. The veteran defenseman, who has been with the Leafs for a long time, has seen his role diminished in recent seasons. However, his experience and offensive abilities could be a valuable asset for Los Angeles, who could use a steady presence on the blue line to help their younger players develop. The talk surrounding Brayden Schenn's potential involvement in the deal adds an intriguing layer to the negotiations. Schenn, a versatile forward, has shown flashes of brilliance but has been inconsistent at times. If the Leafs are able to land him, it could be a great opportunity for both the player and the team to find success together. Schenn's physicality, two-way game, and leadership could be exactly what the Leafs need to bolster their forward group. While the trade market can be volatile and unpredictable, these rumors suggest that both the Kings and Leafs are preparing for significant changes. For Toronto, this could mark the beginning of a new era, with a focus on adding more experience and depth. For Los Angeles, the trade could be a chance to retool and address some of the weaknesses in their lineup, while still competing for a playoff spot this season. Of course, as with any trade rumors, it's important to remember that these discussions are fluid and can evolve quickly. There are many moving parts in these types of negotiations, and both teams will likely have to weigh their options carefully before making any final decisions. It's also possible that other teams could enter the fray, further complicating the situation. In the coming days, fans of both teams will be watching closely to see if any concrete moves are made. The NHL trade deadline is fast approaching, and teams are scrambling to position themselves for a successful postseason. Whether this rumored deal materializes or not, the possibility of a major trade between the Leafs and Kings will certainly keep fans on edge as the season continues to unfold. The trade talks involving Versteeg, Beauchemin, and potentially Simmonds or Schenn highlight the delicate balance that NHL teams must strike between immediate success and long-term growth. Both the Leafs and Kings are trying to find that balance, and this rumored